Hello, my Scrappy friends. It is Jess here from the Scrappy Sisters, and thank you for joining me for day number 20 of Scraptember. Now, the prompt for today is hearts, and I am certainly going to make sure I get lots of hearts onto this page. So I started by creating almost like a photo negative from, when you have your film strips to be the base of where the photos are sitting for this layout. I've got my A is for awesome and my two other little photos that I kept in a square shape. I was going to make them all square, but when I looked at that gorgeous picture of Jack showing me his badge on his shirt, I was like, oh no, I don't want to cut that down. I don't want to lose any of the precious information in that photo. And I think it looks really nice having that one larger because he's obviously in it and it's a bit more special. So I'm really happy to have that one in that standard 3x4 size. The photos are of Jack showing me or showing everyone his JSC badge, which is Junior School Council. He had to give a speech at school and then he was awarded he was elected by his peers in his class to be the junior school representative for his class, which is pretty cool. This was last year, so he is no longer junior school council, but he was at that stage and that was really fun. Gets to keep his badge forever and knows that he's done it. He can possibly give a speech and reapply again, in a few years' time if that's what he's interested in. But he probably won't, to be honest. It's probably like, tick that box, I've done that now, and keep going on. So I am using an Echo Park collection. I think it's called Back to School, but I'm not 100% sure, sorry. And I used my die cutting machine to cut out two different size hearts. Well, they're not large, but large hearts and small hearts. I then stuck all those hearts onto white card and then I cut them all out by hand because I didn't have a die that was just that in-between size to be able to give them a little border. And they are the majority of the embellishments on this layout. I definitely still have some embellishments. You can see I put the desk and I put the backpack and then I put the little quote. But the other bits and pieces that are kind of floating around are all of the hearts. And they're just surrounding everything about this layout with lots of love and heart there. And now I'm popping on a pencil case and a globe. And then again, we're going to have hearts all over the shop. I'm just putting all of the ATG stickiness on them first and then I will stick them all down. So it was a little bit of time to get all these hearts organized, but super easy to do and such a fun way to complete a layout. I'm using lots of different pattern papers and it goes to show that you don't need a lot of supplies. Like all I've really got is 4 stickers on the page and then some pattern paper, because the A is for awesome actually comes from a pattern paper. And it's all the paper itself is from a 6x6 paper pad. And then the large blue one is just from my paper stash. It's not from any collection. I'm sure it is from a collection, but it is not from any collection that I have kept it in. It is just in with all my blue papers in my paper pads. So I'm really happy with the way this layout came together and I just think it's a really fun way to create a layout when you don't have a lot of supply left for that theme. Or maybe you don't have anything for that theme. That happens to me a lot too, where I need to make something on soccer or something and I only had one soccer embellishment and I've used it now. So yeah, super fun. So I hope you are enjoying watching our Scraptember series again for 2025. I really love when this time of year comes around. It is hard work getting all of my 15 layouts done, but it is so much fun. It's definitely worth it. And it's a brilliant way to get scrapping. I noticed at as I'm drawing to the end and I'm planning out my last 5 layouts, that I've actually nearly finished my 2024 album now. I've only got 3 layouts in my entire album to go and I'll be finished. And I put that down to this Scraptember getting me to get it done, which is super, super fun. Don't forget to check that description box down below where you can find the playlist for Scraptember and you will find any and all videos that people have created for this year. So there's so much inspiration in there for you to hopefully inspire you to get creating or to play in the background while you are creating, because that's always fun to have a friend along with you. You can also use the hashtag Scraptember 2025 over on Instagram, and you might find a bunch of inspiration over there as well. Finishing off my layout with some golden sparkles, some golden splatters. I'm not a huge fan of this splatter, but it comes out really, really tiny, like sprays of dot. And I sometimes would rather them be a bit thicker and a bit more splodgy. So I might have to look into getting a different splatter, but that's okay. It's designed to be missed anyway, isn't it? I hope you have enjoyed this layout. I had so much fun creating it for you and loved showering this page with hearts. Thank you so much, everyone. I'll see you back soon.